Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Why are you saying that?
It's the Will Smith video. Look on your phone. Where's your phone at? So this is at the Oscars. Literally just happened like maybe 30 minutes ago as we're recording. Cal went to go get coffee and I'm checking social media and I just seen the Will Smith video. If you haven't seen the Will Smith video about the Oscars, you need to go watch it. Who knows if it's real? I mean, they're all paid actors. They're all professional actors. So we don't know if it's real. All the way up. All the way up. So
can you get your fucking hand off my phone?
So are you? So you have to understand. People are listening, right?
Okay, and
so
I
there's
can
just
hear
dead
it.
air.
I can hear. What do you want me to do?
They can't hear it.
Okay, they don't need to hear it.
Yes, they do.
Google
They're
it.
listening. So they're just gonna sit here. They're just gonna sit.
Okay, now I gotta start all over.
Yes,
again.
because it's not only just you listening. How long have we fucking been doing
you were
this?
gonna put the clip in like you always do.
Huh? What clip?
You could have put the clip in.
No, I never do that. I only do that for the other podcast I do.
Okay, be quiet. Let me put it on now.
Okay, so
shut
here.
up. Now I gotta watch it again because I didn't see him get to smack him. Jesus, you're fucking distracting me.
I'm not distracted.
Shut up.
You have to understand your podcasting.
Okay, let me watch it. Be quiet. That looked fake.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. That was staged?
I don't know. It looks like it because he put his face out there.
So I watched the beginning. I looked at the full video, and I guess Chris Rock says, Jada, let me know when the G.I. Jane Part 2 is coming out. And G.I. Jane is about a girl. I think she goes to the Marines. Moore. She's bald, and Jada Pinkett Smith is bald. He's making fun of her hair, basically. So, I mean,
I need to find a husband like that.
But they're actors, right? They're actors.
I don't know. Will Smith looked pretty mad though.
And then they're like the face, but they're actors, so you can't. I mean, they're all like Will Smith. Hey, you've watched movies where you're fucking crying, so he knows how to act. Do you know what I mean? Jada Pinkett Smith's been in movies that are really good.
It could be fake, because why would you slap somebody? Wouldn't you want to punch them?
All right. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't a punching. Like, I think slapping him like that was more degrading than anything.
So if somebody says something bad about me, you're gonna slap them?
Going up to another man, right, and slapping the shit out of him, and they don't do anything. That's just like.
So
basically saying you're my bitch.
Are you gonna slap somebody then? You didn't answer the question.
If someone says it like that?
Yes.
I don't know. We've never had. You know what's so crazy? I was thinking about this too before you
What happened?
Before you had said something.
What? What are you looking for?
Nothing. Before you had said something and we watched it. Like, I was thinking about it. Like, I don't know. We've never really dealt with a situation like that. No one's ever said anything bad about you. I've never been in a situation where I was like defending your honor.
You had to from my sister when she started chasing us.
That was your sister though. Like,
defend my honor. That's funny.
But then like,
no. We haven't been put in that position yet.
Yeah. But I feel like I.
What do you think?
I'm trying to figure out why we haven't. Like, is it?
You're gonna teep them?
No, it's crazy because again, if you guys haven't listened, I'm doing.
Okay, we get it. We
I'm
get it.
doing-
You're top flight security.
I'm top
we
flight
get
security sometimes at a bar. So I bounce on the weekends at a bar, and some of these guys, I don't know, with their girls, they're bitches.
Some of these guys, what?
I don't.
Say it. Fucking say it, dude.
They're bitches. They're no backbones. So I was out in the back. I was out in the back of 5 Points, and there's a girl and a guy came out, and the girl's like yelling at him, show me. It was a phone thing. He probably was talking to a girl, and it was on the phone, and she's all, show me. And she kept on like grabbing him,
Mm-hmm.
and like pulling him and like not really punching him, but like pushing him and pulling him, being abusive. Like the guy was
She was being abusive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And abusive is a strong word. You think like, oh, he was getting manhandled. No, it was just like he was standing there.
She
and
was
taking
being the
it.
physical one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I can understand that. And just she's probably drunk. But then she like pulled him in and then fucking slapped him right in the face. Like just slapped him. And
maybe he deserved it.
I don't know, but he like no reaction. He just stood there and took it.
You know why? Because then he probably didn't want to escalate the situation more. Like if he would have like pushed her, like okay, stop. You know?
No, that situation,
no, but
I'm gone.
I'm saying no, but what I'm saying is he probably didn't want to escalate it to where he pushed her and then her do more things, you know, and then someone call the cops and he'll be the one that's getting taken in.
Yeah, that situation, I'm gone though. Like, you're gonna do that? Like, I could understand. Like, you're drunk, you're pulling, you're pushing me, but if you straight up smack the shit out of me in my face, find an Uber.
No, you find an Uber.
Like, I'm gone.
I'm just saying. I mean, you did get left on the side
You're
of the road.
okay in that situation. You're drunk. I'm sober. You're gonna find an Uber. I'm driving home.
Nah.
Like, I don't know. But no, and then like other situations, it was funny because I won't say who, but we were in line, and I hear a guy go, "Damn, you're fine as hell." No. He goes, "Damn, you're beautiful," and he's like, "Thank you." And then the boy from behind goes, "Hey, look at her hand. She's married." And the guy, like right away with no hesitation goes, "She's still fine as hell." And then the guy didn't do anything, and he had like poofy hair, you know, like
like a pompadour.
He looked like,
or something?
yeah, he had a bullshit pompadour, right? It was like shaved on the side. He looked like Night of the Roxbury.
Okay.
And the guy just like didn't say anything.
Would you have said anything? Or
You know
something?
how I would have said, I would have been like sarcastic or something funny afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like I would have said something funny, which I always do. Like there was one situation where we were at the bar. I think you were drunk.
Stop it.
And and some guy was hitting on you. And
you should have let him.
Well, no, I did, and it's not like I stepped in and got pissed off. I said, "Hey, before you get to her, you got to go through. You got to give me some or something like you got."
What'd you say? Before you get to her, you got to fuck me or something?
No, you got to let me fuck you.
I seriously doubt that you said some shit like no.
Okay, then don't believe. I don't remember how. Like, I'm not gonna say. Like, I said something on the lines of that.
No, you did not.
It was a long time.
What?
We're old now.
No, you didn't. You would never say.
Why would I
like
lie
that.
about that?
You wouldn't. You would never say anything like that ever.
What did I say then?
Not that. That's
what do
for
you
damn
Okay.
sure. Not that.
Okay. What would I say then?
I don't know. You probably would have said something dumb like, "You gonna buy me a drink first?" Or
that sounds okay. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That sounds.
You
more
definitely
like
did not say, "You gonna let me fuck you first." Yeah, no.
Yeah, that sounds more like it.
And if
You're
anybody
right.
was drunk, it probably would have been you more drunk.
You're right. No one's ever like hit on you in front of me though.
I'm not really like a hittable person.
Hittable?
Like hittable on. I'm
Hit
not
hit on?
You know what I mean?
Hittable? It's crazy because so I've been going, like, I'm out in the thick of things in downtown San Jose where
Stop. I see your videos. You're not in the thick of things. You're just watching couples.
no, but I'm saying like I'm out where it's a shitload of people, and I'm not used to being in the nightlife. And I in one of my classes I tell the adults, it's the 5:30 crew in the morning. 5:30.
The dad crew.
The dad crew, and I tell Dave, I go, hey man, it's crazy because these women, like, they're not wearing anything, like they're just tits out, like they grabbed.
Yes, they've been locked up. They've been on house arrest for the last 2 years. Of course they're gonna come tits blazing.
They grabbed duct tape and just literally grabbed the duct tape and peeled it and then slid it down their tit and then wrapped it around, and that's their outfit. Like, and some of these girls, their boobs are not perky, so they're like down to their belly button. Oh my god! I'm telling you. It's like,
if you can tell they're down to their belly button, you're fucking staring way too long, dude.
I'm staring. I'm gonna stare
way too long.
I'm gonna stare. I've been loyal for you for
That's
too long.
That's like me saying,
not being
damn,
able
that guy in those gray sweats, man. Is that why you've been wearing sweats?
No. How many? Okay. The odds of seeing a girl with the big rack,
okay,
is better than seeing a dude with tight sweats and a huge dong.
Says who?
It says
who?
Okay.
Says you or me?
Let's count tomorrow. We'll count all week. I'll go, okay.
Hold on a minute. It's summertime, so there's no more gray sweat season.
Okay, but like that's what I'm saying. Like, okay. I'm just saying, like,
don't get so mad.
I'm not mad.
Why
no,
you get so upset for it? Just because it said gray
but
sweats?
no, I wasn't used to it. I wasn't used to it, and like I'm seeing these women out, and I'm like, what in the fuck is this? How it is? Has this always been like this? And then one
of your friends,
the friends, Dave, he goes, oh, you haven't been out in a long time. I go, no. It's so crazy. I don't know. It's funny. And then
it's funny that you're saying like all these girls and their tits are out. Every girl probably looks like this fucking little bobblehead thing right there going out.
Yeah, a lot of them they shouldn't be like. It's like goddamn, like,
don't body shame here, dude.
It's not even body. This I even thought about it too when I was standing and thinking about it. I was like, it's not even body shaming. I'm just saying, like, she can do whatever she wants, but it's not even a confidence thing. I will feel very uncomfortable. Like, I can't imagine just wearing something tight like that and it being hella cold and you're just walking and you know what I mean? You're all eyes are on you. Like, you're walking in there, all eyes on you. You can't say that guys are not looking at them. Like, guys shouldn't look at them. Like,
no, for sure they're wearing that so they could get stared at,
yes,
or get somebody buy them drinks or something. And believe me, if you weren't married and you were there, you definitely would. Obviously, you're already looking and you're married, but you definitely would be buying drinks. Also, hold on. All some girl has to do is grab your junk and you're already buying her a Jolly Rancher drink.
We talked about it. That was the moment when I said I'm never gonna buy women drinks anymore because she straight up used me. And we're talking about the time when I went to a bar in Mountain View. This girl came. I was 21.
This was like 10 years ago.
I was new to the game, and because it is a game, it's a huge. It's a game. Like, that's what I love about bouncing at the bar, because you get to watch that game. But I'm standing by the bar, and some woman comes up behind me and just puts her hand down my pants and grabs my junk, and then tells me, "Buy me a Jolly Rancher." And then she goes, "Buy me two. My friend wants a Jolly Rancher too." While she's grabbing my junk, and I'm just sitting there, and this is all new to me. Like, I'm like fresh out of high school. Like, I'm 3 years out of high school, haven't really enjoyed life yet, and I'm just like, holy crap, is this happening? And she had to be been 40 years old.
Stop.
I'm 40.
Stop. She probably was.
Obviously, she was older.
She was probably in her late 20s,
no,
early 30s.
Bullshit.
Yes.
A girl in her late 20s, girl in late 20s has too much respect. A 40-year-old don't give a shit. Like, she's been around the block. She don't give a shit. If she's at the bar and she's looking, she's been around the block. She don't play no games. She just walked up. She knows the game, basically.
So
yeah.
So
I
in
was
order
dealing-
to get free drinks, I have to stick my hand down some guy's pants
No.
and grab his dick.
Well, no, I was dealing with like a veteran. Yeah, I was dealing with like. So you think there's like those old vets, like in fighting or in baseball and basketball or football, that just stay there. They're not the greatest, but they're in the game for a long time.
Okay.
That was her. She was an old vet and she played the young rookie. I was the rookie. She was the old vet.
You need to stop watching movies. Stop.
And she played me. She put her hand down my pants. She told me to buy her drinks, and I could not buy the drinks faster. And
You want more? You want more?
and I bought her a drink, and she literally just booked it. Beeline left me, and I was just standing there with.
I don't know what's worse, like you grabbing some guy's dick to get a drink, or you being the person whose dick got grabbed and bought the drink. Because technically, she got to walk around all night with dick on her hand.
Easy wash of the hands. Easy washing the hands.
What
And
if
I don't know what you.
What if she did it?
I don't think.
What if she
I don't
didn't
know why
wash her hands?
my dick's not dirty. I don't know why you think my.
Well, I mean, it's a private part.
It's still clean. That means it should be way clean. It should be the most cleanest part of your body.
Don't tell me that. Tell yourself that.
I'm just saying, like, it's funny because like we get
Says the person that's been wearing the same sweats the last 3 days.
You guys, I love these sweats, and I can't. I've been like nonstop, and so going from security to something else, security something else, just 2 days. I'm over exaggerating.
No, 3 days, guys. 3 days.
On 3 days, and
Probably longer.
no,
You're
no.
disgusting.
Oh,
I
whatever.
can't believe I'm married to you.
I love these sweats, but I
told you
wear
to
'em-
buy more.
I know I should. I am
You
gonna.
should have. You should have.
But no, she played me, and ever since then, I never bought another girl a drink. I didn't buy you drinks.
No, some other old man was buying me drinks.
Yeah, exactly. The first
And
time.
I didn't have to touch a dick to get any either.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
And I didn't have to either because I was taking his drinks too. Oh man. No.
So you definitely did tell that guy, "Oh, you gonna let me fuck you first?" Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like you said that I would buy these girls drinks. There's no way. Like it's the power of beauty. Like it amazes me, right? When it was like the first day I was working at the bar, the power of beauty, right? What it does, it because there was this girl. It was like St. Patrick, and she was a 10 basically.
Okay.
And she's walking in, and she's sitting at the bar. Literally, cow. When I tell you at the bar the whole entire time, at the bar, and I'm watching guys just buy her drinks, and they look like expensive drink. They had a little fancy, the martini cup, and like the little cut oranges and stuff.
Go on.
But she just has her legs crossed at the corner of the bar, and not even giving these guys a chance from what it's seen. And I'm watching this and like, oh, this is not fair. This is bullshit. Like,
Why are you mad for?
It's not fair. Like, and I'm watching these guys, and they're suckers. Because in my head,
Obviously, they fucking know they have no chance.
yeah,
That's their fault. If they decide to buy a drink for a girl and they know they have no chance, that's their fault.
yeah.
That's not her fault. That's their fault.
And it was a last call. She got up and just left the bar.
By herself?
I didn't see her walk out with anybody. She just got free drinks the whole night.
So what you're telling me, if I go over there and sit, I got to wear a top where my titties hang.
No.
And
because this girl didn't have that. This girl was covered up. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those girls, it's like, and man,
Man, I'm not okay. So I'm not even. I'm a size 9, and I don't even feel comfortable wearing half the shit I probably see these girls wearing.
they might be hot.
Wait, what?
They might be like, it's hot outside. They're like wearing like less clothing. It's cold as fuck. That's what I'm amazed by.
It is cold. It's probably cold.
I don't get cold, and she knows this. Raquel knows this. I don't get cold.
Yeah.
But those days I was freezing. And these girls are
It never fails. We go somewhere like, okay, we got a jacket, and this one's always like, I don't need a sweater. The moment we get there, it's like, can I buy a sweater? No, fuck that. Freeze. You didn't want to bring a jacket from the house? You don't need to buy a sweater. Not my problem.
This is wild. Yeah. But I don't know. I just I wonder why we've never really been in those situations where I had to. I think we use our words good, and we don't put ourselves in those situations. And we don't.
I could tell you why. It's
What?
just gonna come out super bad.
What?
Your wife is not a 10, so we're not in those 10 situations.
Hey, I'm not a 10 either, babe, so we're okay. We're solid 7s. 7 crew, 7 crew, 7 crew. 7 crew, 7 crew, 7 crew.
I got a great personality, though.
Yes, that's why we're 7s.
You're so stupid.
I mean, I got a broken nose. So I didn't know.
It wasn't always like that, though.
The taco guy in front of the bar got in a fight and broke his nose. I didn't know. They're like, man, you look like Jesse. I didn't know my nose looked that bad.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way.
Have you seen photos from when we first... Don't play with that. Have you seen photos when we first started dating? Your nose wasn't like... It wasn't... Okay, you've had a slight crooked nose before.
Yeah, because I broke it before.
Okay, but I fucking know that. I'm explaining. Your nose was crooked before.
Yeah.
And then after your fight, it just went... It's like trying to run away from you now.
Yeah. That's what Andy said. Andy said that.
Yeah, it looks like it's trying to run away from you now.
Yeah. But it's I don't know.
You look like a different person, though. Good thing you never had that app on your phone where, like, you put your face on it to unlock it. Imagine. It would unlock forever.
And I would never take it back. I love that I did that. And that's another thing. And as I stay in this world of fighting longer, I mean, we're not a high level, but I'm in this world, like this local world of fighting, and we're doing this thing, and I'm seeing other people trying to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to put, like, I hardly pat myself on the back.
Mm-hmm.
I hardly acknowledge that, like, I'm doing good. And lately I've been trying to talk positive about myself, but I'm like, I look back at what I did at 28 and turning my life around. That was fucking hard.
Yes, you turning your life around, but your life wasn't the way you're saying it.
Yeah, that's kind of bad. My life wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It just you weren't happy with it at that moment.
It
wasn't like you weren't alcoholic, you weren't a drug addict, you weren't homeless. Like your life wasn't bad.
I was still hardworking. I worked hard.
No one said you weren't hardworking.
No, I'm saying
Stop
the way I
throwing
say
things out there,
sorry,
dude.
Okay, I'll shut up and let you talk. I'll shut up. Don't smack me. I will walk out right now. She tried to hit me.
Open hand slap you, because then you will be my.
Whatever.
I forgot what I was saying. What I was saying was, your life wasn't bad. It's just you weren't happy with it. That's not the life you wanted. Well, that's not the life you thought you deserved.
Yeah. And let me take that back. I won't say I turned my life around. I'm saying on even just getting in there fighting 5 times, like I didn't realize on how hard that was even to do it that late. Yeah. You know? And that was, it's crazy because at first I thought I was like, you're supposed to be here. Why? You should be doing better. You know, like that's the way I was thinking. Like you should be doing better. Same thing right now. Like everything that I'm doing, like helping grow Strike and helping these kids, being Coach Jesse at the gym for these kids, and helping Nashi and the small team that we have right now, and then doing this podcast and doing everything else we're doing, and in my head it feels like you're not doing good enough. Mm-hmm. But then when I kind of like step back and look at it, and I look at what we're doing, everything, because I'm hard as on myself, guys. I am hard on my wife the same way, and there's many fights where I get
like I can't stand you. Like I'm not even like I could say that I can't stand you.
Yeah. And there's moments where I'm like I'm too hard. Like I'm like we got to do this, we got to do that.
No lie.
And
There's moments where I'm like, he better not walk in front of me down the stairs.
Oh
He
my
better
God.
not walk in front of me down the stairs.
guys, if I'm dead. But no, seriously, like I am too hard sometimes, but it's just I know what we are capable of, and I know we can give Eva, and I know where we come from and how far we come. It's never good enough until what my vision is there, right? And I don't see us. I see. Okay, like how do you? And I never know. Like I never ask, but I never know if this is entertaining when we talk about ourselves, right? I don't know if people actually like find this entertaining, but I don't know what you see. Like, what do you see in 10 years? Where do you see us in 10 years?
Honestly, probably traveling.
Is this the first time we've ever agreed?
No, there's a shit we agree on all the time. Just I don't. You didn't let me ask you. Okay, hold on. Ask me again.
Babe, the love that I love of my life.
The love
of my life. The one that I will always love the rest of my life, and that I'm happy that you're with me. Babe, the one that I met at Agave, and I fed you chips, and I told you were beautiful. Where do you see us in 10 years?
Traveling.
Okay.
Jesse, where do you see us in 10 years? There.
Traveling. Like that's
what? No way.
Yeah, like me still doing this strike thing, but being able to, I mean, at times like this, the whole gym thing and building it, helping build it, it does feel like it's a 24/7. But I could literally, with our schedule, and we've done this where I could just drop everything and just go. There's no when we worked at FedEx, it was like we had to be there from this time to this time.
Yeah.
We have very flexible schedules, and it just.
Yeah, we do.
And I see us traveling. I want to see the world. And it feels like I'm trapped. Like you see what I'm saying? It feels like I'm trapped and I'm trying to break out of this cage. I guess that's a better way to describe it when I talk about that I'm being negative with myself. I just feel like I'm trapped in a cage, and the key's like right outside, like fingertips away, and I could open it, and then I'll be free, and I'll be able to get to see the world, you know? Like I used to watch friends go to Europe and to Hawaii and to all these places because my parents sent me to a better school rather than the elementary where that I lived at. They sent me in another school district because it was a better school. So I was around people that had money because we didn't have money, and they were always going to Europe and to the good parts of Mexico and going up north to Canada, like different trips, right? And I'd always come back from the summer or vacations and be like, fuck, man, we just stayed home, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and I want that, you know? And I understand it's not something that you should strive for always, but I want that. I want to see the world for experience, not because I want the lavish lifestyle. I want experience. I want to see the world and see how it is and see how different it is, you know?
Yeah.
And we live in a part of California where there are, like, we go to San Francisco, we go to San Jose, we get the best of the world. Right? We get the best, like these places are famous, but I still want to see these famous places like the Colosseum or the Eiffel Tower or.
Okay, we get it. We want to travel.
Or the best food, you know? But like, yeah, it's not like I feel like I deserve it. It's just
no, we do fucking deserve it. The fuck, we do deserve it. As hard as I'm not saying we work harder than anybody or we don't work as hard. For us, we work hard. You probably work a little harder right now, but I'm not gonna tell you that again. So if you want this, better record it, keep it, save it.
Say it one more time.
Nope. I'm not gonna say it. Yeah. But yes, we do deserve it. We do.
And part of me, because I always think, okay, do good for Eva, like give her everything she didn't have. But part of me at the same
That
time,
little girl had everything though. It wasn't like she grew up like we grew up. That little girl had everything.
but part of me is like, okay, she has to earn it too. Like I don't want to give it to her.
Mm-hmm.
Like she has to earn it, like somewhat. Like, because when you earn it, it feels so much better.
I feel like she does a lot though.
Yeah.
Like she, right now, since she's not doing softball for Pal, she's been umpiring, and then she got her first umpire check. I don't know how many games she did. I can't think. It's probably 10 games, or not 10 games, 6 games. But she got $60, which isn't bad. That's good for her.
That ain't shit with the money I'm bringing in.
I guess $10 a game, you know.
I'm bringing
but
in
she was
bands.
happy enough for it, but she blew it.
Yeah.
She blew it.
Wait, what? She already spent it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
She spent it like last weekend when we went.
I told her to save it for a car.
Yeah, that was already gone though before you told her.
Okay.
She bought stuff with it. But she's umpiring, and then during the summer last year, she worked at our friend's flower shop, and she works.
Yeah. Like it's, and I know we reminisce on this a lot. And I just remember, being on Adrian Way. I was like 19, and I was living with my dad. I had just moved out of my grandma's, and I was living with my dad, and I would go visit my buddy on Adrian Way, where I grew up, and we'd just be in his garage, just sitting there, and I would spend days there, not doing anything, like thinking to myself, like, how do I get out? How do I get out of here?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to do this, and I couldn't figure it out. And like back then, like when you're that age, you think that somewhere down the line people get handed things. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like with the people I had around me, they made it seem like either you get handed things or you don't get anything.
Yeah.
You just work the rest of your life. And I'm realizing that it's not like that.
Like getting handed things, or you have to work?
You have to, like, you don't get handed things. You have to work for things. People that are successful worked for it. And I'm not talking about for a year or for months or for days. Like, that shit is like 10 years, like 20 years. Like, you got to work at it for years on end to learn the games. Just how we talked about the game of being at the bar and picking up girls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a game. Like, all these things are games. Like, you're just learning, right? And it's like us starting up the business and getting everything together and failing at it and having to do different things that we should have known and done, and now that we look back, we should have had all these things prepared, but we didn't. It's like we're learning the game. We're learning how to do this. I
didn't think. Okay, so yes, we do have a business. Yes, it is an LLC. It is Diaz Productions LLC. I didn't think it was that easy to be able to say, hey, I want this. Let's get it. Because technically we just paid for a name.
Yeah.
It's a name. We have an EIN number. I don't know what that is, but it's cool. To do our taxes and stuff. Business number, I guess. But I didn't think that it was that easy to get. Because technically anybody could do it. You could go purchase your name, Jesse Diaz LLC, if it's available. But getting that, and then, so we've had it for about a year now. It's been about a year, huh? It's coming up on a year. Sorry. And this whole time we didn't have a business account, like a business account. And we finally went and did it after a year, and it was like, that's pretty easy.
We're starting to get our books together.
Yeah, we're starting to get that together, but I didn't think it was that easy, though. I thought it was hard.
We literally, like, so we went from, living in a bedroom together to getting a house. We did that
Mm-hmm.
without having any financial like organization at all. At all.
And we're still not organized. We're like at all.
We just
We
don't
need to be.
we don't fucking spend like we don't put ourselves in debt where we don't need to be in debt. We don't spend like assholes and just buy things that we don't need or deserve or afford.
Yeah, I guess.
Right.
I guess.
And then like, and I was even thinking too, because I'm not gonna lie, working in San Jose, at the bar, like, and I know it seems like I'm just talking about the bar, and that's my.
You are. It's pretty fucking boring. I'm tired of it.
That's the only thing that's happening in my life. It's not. That's literally only 2 to 1 day out of the week. But I'm seeing people that I grew up with, and a lot of them doing great. I seen my friends. I seen the girl that was a nurse.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen my buddy that my mom grew up with his mom, and he played baseball with me, and it was good to see him. And then I seen a group of friends, and they're doing good. But then I seen a few people that I looked at them, and they just did not look okay. They look like in a bad time in their life. And it's just, how am I different from them? Right?
You're choosing to smile and they're not, probably, because I mean, you might seem like they're their life is bad or whatever, how you put it, but you could have just caught them in an off moment. You know what I mean?
300 pounds used to be skinny.
People change.
I mean, I've always been fat, so if I ever get fat
People
again,
change. I mean, like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But just,
you can't base someone's weight off of them not having a good life.
It wasn't, I mean, if people, like, you could tell.
Okay, but you based it off of that, though.
I was joking, but, like, I know more than what I'm saying.
Okay.
Right? And I don't want to give off too much, because if anybody's.
Then why bring it up?
But I'm bringing up the fact that I just seen somebody that it doesn't. They're
in your perspective.
I know their story.
In your perspective, it looks like they're not having a good time right now.
I know their story. I know what they've done. I know the shit they've gotten themselves into, drugs and different stuff like that. And I know the background story. And what I'm saying, they're in front of me. They're right in front of me. They're looking at me. They're talking to me. And all I could think in my head is like, why am I different? What does it come down to?
You choose?
But I don't think that. I do choose. I made good decisions, right? I made good decisions. Like, there's a bunch of good decisions that we made. We didn't spend like assholes. We commuted our way to San Jose, and we worked our ass off, and all this stuff. All that stuff matters. But there's a little bit of luck in there, I think.
For us or for them?
For us. Like, a little bit of luck.
I don't think it's luck. I really don't. I don't think it's luck. I don't think it was luck when we were small and we were living in a motel off of fucking, I believe, Monterey Road. Like, that's not luck.
Okay. There's a bunch of there's a bunch of stories just like you. Yes, we don't know them. I mean, very few, but there's more stories like you where they grew up in the same those same motels that you grew up in, and with the hookers and the drug dealers and.
Okay, hold on a minute. I didn't fucking say all that. I just said grew up in a hotel.
Okay, so you grew up in a motel, and you
anyways, go on with your story.
No, hold on. No, I want you to realize that you grew up in Monterey. It was some of your childhood on Monterey.
Okay.
Where in a motels, all that, like, Monterey is just drug addicts. There's a bunch of drug addicts and hookers on that street.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, go on with your story.
But what I'm saying is like there's more kids that grew up like that and they didn't do good.
Yes, and like I've always said, it's choices. It's your choice. You decide if you're going to grow up and if you're going to live the same way or not.
The choices do matter. The choices do matter. But I think
like okay, so every day you decide I'm going to get up and I'm going to go to the gym. You choose to, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's your choice, right? You choose to do that.
Yes, but what happened? Okay, so look at what happened. So everything that I do work hard, and I've earned everything that coaches given me, the role that she's given me, and the experiences that I've gone through, and I've earned it, right? I've worked my ass off for strike, but at the same time, I just one day just walked in. I just walked in. And I met coach, and then boom.
Yes, because you decided you wanted to have a better life. You chose to do it.
I could have walked. You know how many gyms?
But what I'm saying is that you chose to do it, though.
Yeah, but I was lucky enough. We're in Los Baños. I was lucky enough to walk in, because if I walk into AK, if I walk into Smash, if I walk into Alpha Male, bigger gyms like in bigger cities, I mean, I'm not gonna get that opportunity.
Okay.
The opportunities I've gotten for being at this small gym in Los Baños and helping build it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little bit of luck, I think. Like everything. So us starting in San Jose, and then commuting to San Jose, then going to Modesto, and then me listening to a podcast about Muay Thai, and then finding out that there's a Muay Thai gym in town, and all these things like just put me at that moment where I walked into strike, and it literally kind of just changed my life. So there's no luck in that. It's all the choices I made.
Yes.
I don't know.
You chose to listen to that podcast.
Yeah.
You chose to go and seek Muay Thai.
Yeah. And then what about you?
Just like you chose to be a creep that night we first met, walking back and forth.
Yeah, and then that too, like us meeting. Like I
don't find it luck at all.
But like we found each other. I found you, and I don't like. It's not this lovey-dovey bullshit. That's not like how it felt. Like it felt like.
All right, I'm gonna tell you the real story of why I went out. So I went on a date that night with some guy.
You told me this.
No, I've never told you that.
Oh
I
my
never
goodness.
Told you that.
Okay, what happened?
I went on a date with some guy. We went to the movies. Most boring date I've ever fucking been on. Like,
guys, she's never. Hold on. Go back. Say that. You guys, she's never told. This is the first time.
Yeah, this is the first time.
Almost 10 years, she's never told me this story where we first met.
Yeah, so I went on a date with some guy. Went to the movies. It was like, it was so fucking boring. Like, I don't even. This guy was not interesting whatsoever. Just super boring, super fucking boring. And then my friend was like, hey, let's go. She said, hey, let's go out. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, let's go. I'm thinking we're just gonna go to the bar downtown or something. No, these bitches fucking take me to Agave, where every fucking bitch there is dressed up like she's trying to fucking marry somebody. I'm like, okay, I'm in jeans, a fucking tank top, and I think I was in fucking sandals. Not even anything like, I was like, oh, I'm so fucking out of place. This is not my scene.
You were sweaty as hell for some reason, too.
It was fucking hot in there. Okay. They don't have AC.
Okay.
Yeah, I was pretty. What? You're on the fucking talk, so were you?
I was a good-looking kid.
Oh, my God.
I was fucking good-looking.
Anyways, yeah. And, yeah, so I did go on a date that night, and then, like, I met you. So I was like, okay, cool.
So, like, I knew. Like, I don't think I've ever told you either. Like, that doesn't bother me.
Well, it shouldn't bother you.
Yeah. I knew. I knew that you, like, you probably, in my head, there was like 3 guys you were talking to.
Probably.
I kind of had that feeling that you. I kind of had that, but I had that feeling that you were talking to 3 guys, like a few guys, right?
If you say anything more than 5, no.
3 to 10 guys. But I
no, not that many.
But in my head, that's why if you like you would call me and I'd be busy. Like I'd always
Wait, so were you talking to other girls?
No.
When we first started talking, I didn't talk to anybody else.
No, we first talked.
Did
yes.
you fucking
Hey,
talk?
don't grab my shirt.
Did you fucking don't lie to me?
No. Okay.
Hey, don't grab my shirt.
Okay. So if are we being honest? Are we
Okay.
being honest?
Wait, I was only honest before we met.
Are we being honest right now? We're just throwing out stuff right now. We're being
You're
honest.
about to get slapped like fucking Chris Rock.
Like, okay, no, but the back to what I was talking about before we get to the honest part.
Okay.
But I knew, so I was like,
How comfy is the couch?
So I knew I had to play the game. I knew I had to play the game. And we're going full circle to that game part that we're talking about the bar.
Go on.
I knew how to play the game, so I just kept.
Let's be honest. There wasn't no game you were playing because you're still the same person you were when I first met you. Your phone's never fucking charged. You never respond back to anybody. So don't say you were playing a game because you still do the same shit. But you lose your phone. You lose your wallet. You don't charge your phone. You don't text back. You don't call back. That's just you.
I've always been like that because I'm a very social person. Mm-hmm. But an awkward person at the same time. And then what happens is I don't know what it is. This is going to sound so fucking egotistical.
Okay, go on.
In my life, I've always felt like, how do I say this without being a fucking,
say
okay.
It.
In my life, I've always felt like, people, oh my god!
This is gonna be so bad. Hurry up!
I've always felt like I'll just fucking say it. It's for whatever it is. I don't mean how it sounds, but I'm
say it right now.
I always felt like people, like, for some reason, were drawn to a conversation with me, to talking to me, and to wanting there to be a friendship, wanting to be a friend, or just even just talking. I get myself in these conversations where it's just like, why am I in this conversation? Like, I don't want to talk to you right now.
Sometimes you just don't know how to shut up, though.
I think that's what it is. No.
Yes.
I'll just sit there and just listen. And part of it's because my dad used to sit me down for fucking hours.
No, this is you. Yeah. This is you. Let me tell you. This is you. You being you, Jesse, whatever this is in this package right here.
Yeah.
You being you ask a question, even if it's, hey, how's your day going? Then someone decides they want to tell you their whole fucking life story, and then you don't know what to say after that, and you're just standing there, and then you're like, okay, bye. Like,
but I've always felt like I've felt overwhelmed with sometimes with the even back when I was that young, like.
Okay, I don't care about that. Go to your truth now.
Okay, no, hold on. It's making sense in my head now. Now
okay,
I'm figuring it out.
Go on.
So when my mom died, right?
Yes.
It was weird. It was a weird situation. Like, my mom died, and then our whole circle, it got bigger. Mm-hmm. Like, it went from waking up, going to school, going to football practice, and going home. And my parents worked too. Like, everybody worked, and there was not much of a social life. We were a family. We were just growing. We were doing things. Then my mom died. We got hit by a car, and it became news. There wasn't social media, but there's a MySpace, right? So it was getting talked about through MySpace, and it was on the paper. And when I tell you that there was 100 people out the door of the hospital, there was like 100 people out the door of the hospital. Like, people wanted to help. And growing up, like, it's always been a lot of people kind of being invasive. Mm-hmm. If that's a good word to describe.
They want to insert themselves in your lives.
Yes. Yes. And they want to insert because of that happening. Like, it locally, it was big news to, I guess, our
Is
circle.
it because it's kind of like when someone passes away and everybody's like, oh, I know that person. He's my cousin's best friend's brother, blah, 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 blah. Everybody wants to say they know that person through somebody else, or they know them personally.
Yeah. And then it was to a point where moms all these families would want me to go to church with them. People knew how to fix me. People knew, like, everybody had a plan. I've been in a room, because me and my dad had a falling out when we were younger. I've been in a room where a couple we didn't know, like, I hardly knew them. My sister went to school with their daughter, and they invited us to dinner because they knew of our story, and they sat us. I've never told you this, but they sat us down for dinner, and they wanted to fix us. They wanted to make us better. They were invading our fucking life, right? And I just told them, I was like, there's nothing, like, this is when they didn't understand what was going on in my household. They just thought I was just an asshole.
Yeah.
And my dad, we couldn't get along. It was more than that. And there was no fixing it. They weren't fixing us. It was just too invasive. And the wife literally, like, she started freaking out. It was weird. Like, she started, like, you guys need to talk. Like, this is, like, she didn't cuss, but she said, this is bad because your mom's dead and she's watching down on you. I was like, I don't know this woman.
Yeah.
I don't know this woman. So, like, and because I do wonder, like, why do I always feel overwhelmed? But ever since I was younger, like, I feel like people were so invasive. They knew what was wrong with me. They knew how to fix my life. They knew how to do all these things, and people wanted to help, always wanted to help. And sometimes that help was too much.
Yeah.
And so I kind of, like, it's funny. I put myself in these situations, like the podcast and the working at the gym, and I love editing videos and putting funny shit on Instagram and all this stuff. And living in a small town like this, I say I'm awkward, and I say I don't like it, but then
no, deep down, I think you fucking love it.
I love
you love it. You love running and people knowing you.
I love that. I love that.
You love it. You love
I love
this.
I love the social environment. I love all that. But what I don't like is when people they think my life's not going good, or they
think it's going good.
No, they want to help. They want to. How many times have you been with me and people are like, oh, you do this? Like, remember when we were at the supermarket, and the guy came up to me. He was, I guess he knew me through my brother. He came up to me, and I don't know how it got started. Like, he knew I quit my job to work at the gym, and like.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I know.
Like, he's like, why don't you work? I got an electrician job.
Don't say it, because it wasn't that. It was something else. But yes, I know what you're talking about.
And he was like pushing this job on me, making me feel like,
not just you, both of us.
Yeah, like making us feel like we made like how, like, you're crazy. Why would you quit your job and all that? Like, that kind of things. Like, it's overwhelming. It's like, I am doing okay. Like, why does it always feel like people are like,
I don't know, but I wrote something. Well, it's just, I wrote something on like in your bio or whatever on Instagram. Yeah. I forgot what it had wrote before. I think I put like just trying to live or something. I don't know. And then
dang, what are you, like a 2008 thotty?
What?
A thotty.
What the fuck is a thotty?
A thought? I don't know I shouldn't have called you a thought. But 2008, like, raver, just trying to live my life.
Yeah, no, that's
sorry.
not it.
I am so sorry. Okay, go
You're
ahead.
Trying to insert yourself in my life.
I am sorry. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Oh my god, I don't want to say what I'm gonna say.
What are you gonna say?
Nothing. Go on with your truth. No, go on with your truth.
No, you gotta say. I won't tell you the truth till you tell me.
I don't care. Then I'll say it quiet, and I will.
Okay, so what was I talking about the truth? Why did I
said I was on a date before I met you.
Yeah, I wasn't talking to anybody.
I doubt that.
I wasn't talking to anybody.
Were you buying porn coins?
No,
okay, what is it?
I wasn't talking to a girl, but I was head over heels for a girl.
Was it the girl you went downtown with to go eat with her mom, and you got a ticket on your car because you parked in a spot you weren't supposed to be parked at?
Yes.
Look at me in my beautiful brown eyes.
And yes, and guess what?
And guess what? You're a liar.
Huh?
Because you said, she's just my friend. I don't believe you.
And I'm telling you, like, but at the same time, like, yes, I told you it was just my friend. And it was. I was in the friend zone, or less I think. I don't know. But then I completely cut ties with her. Like,
don't fucking touch me now.
Okay, sorry.
I'm so mad at you. Don't touch me. Stop.
But I told her, like, I completely cut ties with her. I was done. Like, I just couldn't. Like,
look at me in my beautiful brown eyes and tell me the truth right now.
I am telling you the truth. I'm looking at you in the beautiful brown eyes. But yes, and I completely cut ties with her. Yes, I was playing the game, but I was doing my thing. I was trying to do whatever I was doing.
You're just trying to get your dick wet. Let's go on.
No, because I was sleeping with girls on the first night.
Oh my God.
And I was doing that, and
Ugh.
Oh, whatever.
Oh
Don't say
God.
You never had a one night stand.
No.
You've never have a one night stand.
No.
Okay, you told never. Put that on Eva.
I'm not putting that on my daughter.
But okay, then
no. No.
You've never had a one night stand. I'm not going to
admit that. No, I didn't. Because when I first
slept, I wouldn't judge you.
I don't care if you fucking judge me. I would tell you.
I think most of the women I slept with were one night stands.
You are. Oh my God.
But that's
like you saying that we never even had a one night stand. So how are you gonna sit here and ask me, have you ever had a one night stand?
I thought I was like, because we waited a month.
Yeah.
We waited a month.
And you're over to be like, I know you had a one night stand. Dude, we waited a month.
But I thought it was because I waited a month.
Oh my God. And you're over like, you told me. Really? If I was having one night stands, I would have had a one night stand with you.
That is true. But I thought it was just because I was like, okay, I'm not gonna push it.
Yes, that is so it. Yes. Don't touch me.
Did I ever tell you?
Get your leg away from me under the table like that, you perv.
Did I ever tell you about the?
Oh my God, I can't believe you. I can't.
Should I keep on telling my stories?
Apologize to me right now.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Thank you.
What am I apologizing for?
Because you said that I had one night stands.
Oh, sorry.
You're the one that
I
had
asked, like, you never had a one night stand. You've never had a one night stand?
No, dude.
You've never had to sneak out?
Dude, what the fuck?
Like awkwardly leave, because you're not gonna stay the night.
Walk it out.
No. Oh my goodness. I mean, I guess that's a good thing, but in my head, I'm like,
is it? Or is it a good thing for you or for me? Because apparently you've had one night stands.
No, it's a good thing for you, but you like good thing for me that you never had a one night stand. But I mean, not really. Who gives a fuck? I don't care.
Look at you though. I've had plenty of one night stands.
Like,
so how many times did a girl have to sneak out from you?
No, that's what I was about to say. I was like, should I tell more of my fucking crazy stories and put them out there?
No,
I am.
Let's not. No, no.
So this girl,
let's not. Let's not.
You
Save it for later.
It's funny. It's nothing bad.
No, because anytime you tell a story, it takes half the podcast.
Okay,
I'm serious.
Give me 10 seconds.
No.
Time me. Tell me when.
Right, hold on, I'll tell you when. Ready? Set. Go.
So I met this girl. She came over. I slept with her. I basically came really fast, and then she left. And she told me she left. She got a babysitter.
10 seconds.
Oh damn! She got a babysitter, and
got a babysitter
drove all the way from Union City for this. She looked at me dead in the eye. She told me that, and then I had to take her home. So again, if you didn't hear that, I met a girl. I brought her home. I slept with her, but it was really, really fast. It was like less than a minute, and it was 2 times less than a minute. And she told me, dead in the eye,
was that worth her while?
I got a babysitter. I drove all the way from Union City, and this is what I got. And
I bet you that was the last time she ever did that.
That was that was the last time I ever heard.
No
from
wonder
her.
you've only had.
I don't even remember her name.
No wonder why you've only had one night stands.
That is very true. That's very, I didn't even realize it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm just horrible in the bed. Like like I was even thinking about it because like I was driving to downtown and I'm thinking, man, like I don't understand why like you tell me like, oh, you better not cheat. Like when I go over the places, when you're joking, right? And you better not cheat on me. And in my head, I'm like, oh, she doesn't understand. Like, I'm not good in bed.
No, I understand.
No, but like, but
if I would have had a one night stand with you, we definitely would not be married.
What? What I'm trying to say is that like I understand that. Okay. I don't want to put myself through that, and I don't want to put another woman through that. Like there's no, and then if you think, I mean, really, we're not even talking about the one night stand. We're talking about me seeing a girl. Like you can never don't ever think like, oh, you're seeing a girl on the side. There's never going to be a girl.
I know for sure they will not respond back to you after that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
that there's not going to be there's not going to
be a second time.
There's not going to be. Yes.
I almost peed my pants.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's never going to be a girl on the side. I'm never going to have a side piece because they're not going to want to be on the side. They're always going to be leaving. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Oh, God.
Done? We done?
I'm done laughing for now. Thank God. Oh, my God. I'm so happy that Eva does not listen to these.
All right, guys. I love you guys. Keep on listening. If you're new to this,
I'm very sorry for my laugh. That is how I generally laugh besides the podcast. I laugh like this all the time. This is my laugh.
We're if you're new to us, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you for the 206 subscribers that we have. And put a review on Apple Podcasts. Please, Apple Podcasts review. We have 18 reviews. Give us some more reviews, guys. Let us know how we're doing. If we're doing horrible, let us know. Yeah, leave us a review, guys. I love you guys. And yes, I think I'll leave it at that. Subscribe, add us on Instagram, and tell a friend. And if you're new, we're a podcast about just people.
Honestly, we just talk about our sorry ass life.
We're trying to go after our passion. Like this is what we do. Some weeks we kind of just talk about everything going on in our lives, but we interview people going after the passions. We talk about how we're going after our passions and trying to be free, being entrepreneurs, trying to build the gym that I work out, Strike, and
I work there too.
Yes, and Cal works there too also. So I love you guys. Keep on going after it. If you're on the border of quitting your job and doing what you love, if you can't think of
Please don't sue us if you quit your job.
If you need
fails.
if you need that push to go after your passion.
Disclaimer.
I'm telling you right now, go after it. It will all work out. You're gonna struggle. There's gonna be times where you want to give up, but I'm telling you, it's all gonna work out. Even if it's not the first passion that you pick. Obviously, like, did not think that I'd fall in love with coaching, with being in the role I am in at Strike, and then kind of just helping people. I love it, and it's because I decided to quit my job and go after what I love. I love you guys. Have a great day. Have a great rest of the week.
Have a great week.
And keep on pushing, guys. Love y'all. Peace.